I'm Matt with Nerd Caliber. I'm here with Dare. Dare, tell us about your comics.
Hi, my name's Dare. I'm a Yoruba artist, and most of my artwork is based on Yoruba or Nigerian culture and cosmology. And so this is my original comic book. It's called Ori, Holder of the Heads, and it's a fantasy story that takes place in a world that's kind of based on the Yoruba creation story. And so it has all sorts of elements like their deities and their belief systems into the book.
Wow. So you're taking a lot of Nigerian culture and putting it into it. Haven't seen that yet. That's really exciting.
Thank you.
Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, of course. So, I was born here, but my dad, he came here from Nigeria.
Okay.
And so I was always really inspired by that and like looking into my roots. And so this whole story is kind of about roots.
Nice.
It kind of takes place in this world where people can call on their ancestors and ask them for advice and things like that.
Okay.
But the twist is that the ancestors start to attack their own descendants.
Oh, like manipulate them in ways that they want things to come out?
So it's kind of like, your great grandma shows up to your door and she's trying to kick your
Yep.
and all of a sudden you have to find out what you did wrong, and you got to figure it out before it's over.
Oh,
so,
jeez.
yeah.
That's so interesting. What got you into comics? What made you choose this format to tell your story?
So I was always really into comics since I was a little kid. I was always stealing my parents' computer paper and drawing them. Weirdly enough, I think one of the comics that really got me into making comics was these old Bionicle comics that used to come with the Lego magazine.
Yes.
And I think, the masks in particular really influenced me, and I do a lot of mask designs.
Yeah. We walked by earlier and I was like, we're going to go interview him.
So that was like one of those things, like Bionicle. I was like, wow, those comics.
Yeah, your art is awesome. We love your art, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Okay, can you take this moment to make a sales pitch for your latest comic?
Yeah, of course. So this is my latest comic, actually. It's called Etch, One Big Back and Forth, and this is kind of a spin-off of my main comic. It takes place in the same universe. But the special thing about this comic is that you can read it from left to right or right to left like a manga. And you'll get two different perspectives of the same story, and they both
so
meet
smart.
in the middle.
Yeah.
So you can kind of read it one way, and then if you want, you can kind of like take the pages and put them together like this, and you can like see what's happening on one side and then see what's happening on the other side, and it's like a dual perspective. Like these guys are in the foreground, these guys are in the background,
that's so neat.
they get into a big argument about what they're seeing. And so that's like the whole point of the book.
That's very creative.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Okay, how can people get in touch with you? How can they buy your comic? How can they just be a fan?
Of course. So my art name is Oridipe. So it's just Oridipe. My website is oridipe.com. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok at Oridipe. So you can find me in any of those places. I have my comic on sale on my website.
Awesome. Dare, it was so good yapping with you.
It's good to meet you as well.
Cheers.
Yeah.